Righto guys, today just a quick little video on how to rig a Jackall Gantarel straight out of the box to a ready to fish Jackall Gantarel. Let's go. Now unfortunately out of the box, these things are not ready to fish for our Murray Cod. They're made overseas for largemouth bass and other species, and these hooks and split rings that they put on them might hold up to those species but not to our Murray Cod. So the first thing you do when you buy one of these Gantarels is you need to change these hooks. Right, things you'll need for this: split ring pliers, good set of trebles, split rings, and some weights. So I've just got my split ring pliers. I'm just going to quickly whip off these hooks and split rings and chuck them straight in the bin. Right, split rings and hooks are gone. We've got our bare Gantarel. Now I'm going to get my split rings, my upgraded ones. Now these are some Gamakatsu size 5s. The strength is 44 kilos, so it's going to have to be a bloody big cod to bend those things. So they're the ones I like to use, either size 5 or size 6 for this type of thing. Right, splitties are on. I like to only use the one split ring. With the Gantarels they do have that swiveling connection point there, so I don't feel like you need extra split rings. Some guys like to put 2 or 3 split rings just to get a lower treble position on the Gantarels, especially on the front there, but I'm happy just to run the one. Now we need our trebles. Now a good set of trebles is crucial here. So what I've been using lately is the BKK fangs. I'll use the size 1 on the rear and the size 10 on the front. Now that's pretty important, because if you use a size 10 or bigger on the rear, what will happen is it'll flick over the tail and often foul itself up, and it'll affect the action of the lure. So a size 1 is perfect. It won't flip over and it'll do its thing the whole way back. On the front, a 10 is good, a bit bigger hook. Some guys like to use a 2-0, or even go bigger with a 3-0, but I find the 10 and the 1 is a good combination. It balances the lure really well, and the hookups are really good with it. Right, there we go. Our hooks are on. So we've got the size 10 at the front and the size 1 at the back. They're the BKKs, but Wilson, Owner and Gamakatsu, they all make good hooks. So as long as you've got about 4 times strength, it should hold up to most of the Murray Cod. Next up we get our little football weights. Now I use these Mustad football weights. I find them pretty good. You can find them in most tackle shops, and they've got a range of different sizes. So mostly I like to fish in 5 meters or under with my Gantarels. So normally I'm using either 1/4 ounce or 1/3 ounce, which is 7 to 10 grams respectively. Here I've got some 7 grammers, 1/4 ounces. I'm going to whack them on. Now these little football weights have got 2 attachment points. One is a closed eye and the other is a fast attach little clip there that sort of just clips around onto your Gantarel, onto the toe point. But I've found with using these, they can come undone when you're casting around rocks and stuff, and if you're getting a few snags in there, they can easily get pulled off. So what I like to do is chop that straight off and attach a split ring to my closed attachment point, and then attach the split ring to the Gantarel. And there we go. Now I've got my little 1/4 ounce weight at the front of my Gantarel there, just attached by a split ring. Got my new hooks and my updated split rings. The last thing I like to do is when I'm actually rigging it and tying it to my leader. I found this pretty important as well. We'll just drop that one and pick up one we've got here with some leader attached. Now, what I like to do is I find the action out of these Gantarels is a lot better if you attach it to your top toe point. However, that top toe point can be a little bit brittle and can break on you, and I've had them break on me before. Therefore, I like the strength of the bottom toe point. With that extra insurance down there, it's a lot stronger. So what I want to do is I want to tie it from the top, but I want it attached to the bottom. So how I do it is I loop knot my line through that ring at the top, and actually it is attached to the bottom. Therefore I'm getting the action from the top toe point, but it's attached to the bottom, so I've got that strength there and I'm fully confident in it. And a loop knot is the best way to do this. It also adds to the action as well, so that's how I like to do it. Righto guys, there's a couple of gantarels rigged up, ready to go. If you're going to be out there Murray cod fishing, you definitely should have a couple of these in your box. I've had a lot of success on them lately. They're a great lure. Really imitate a lot of the bait fishing in our Aussie impoundments, so get a couple, but make sure you upgrade the terminals and the hooks on these things, because if you go out there and you hook a big Murray cod and you haven't changed the hooks, it's probably not going to end well. The best thing you can do is rig them properly. Spend the extra time, and you'll definitely be thanking yourself when you're pulling that big fish in. Cheers.